Welcome back, and today we are in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 11. Verse 11 says, "My son, be wise, make my heart glad, that I may answer him who approaches me." Solomon is telling his son, hey, be smart about this, be wise, make me proud. Verse 12 says, "A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished," right? And then this is something you could learn from policemen. Policemen, when they walk around, when they get out of the car, whatever, they're always looking around. They're looking to the left, they're looking to the right, they're looking behind them, because they want to see evil as it's coming so that they will be ready for this. And the same thing with us. Even though we're not policemen, we should always be looking out for trouble, not thinking that, oh no, something's always out to get me, but just kind of look around, see who's walking around, see what they're doing. If there's trouble ahead, spot it. And like the idea of the Bushman in San Francisco, if you've ever been to San Francisco walking around Fisherman's Wharf, there is this street that's got no plants on it at all, except for this fake plant that's held by this guy, and he sits still in the middle of the street, and he jumps out and scares people, right? He jumps out and scares them, and everyone who's watching looks and laughs and gives him money, and that's like his job, that's what he does. And the thing is, people walking down the street, they're looking at their phones or they're in conversation. They're not paying attention to what's around them. Not like there's one bush here that doesn't have a pot. It's a feet on the bottom, right? It's obvious that this guy is hiding behind this fake bush, but they are oblivious to it, and that's what he does. He jumps out and scares them. But the people who are always looking around, they see that and they don't get scared. And he's looking through the bush. He can tell who's going to get scared and who doesn't, so he doesn't jump out and try and scare those people. In fact, what they do is they kind of move off to the side and they watch as he scares someone and give him some change because it was funny. Verse 13 says, "Take the garment of him who is surety for a stranger and hold it in pledge when he is surety for a seductress." So the Proverbs has told us many times, don't be surety for someone else. If someone is needing to borrow money, don't say, if he doesn't pay, I will pay for him. Because you'll get yourself in trouble. And now this is saying, if you have a friend who did that bad thing, then here, give me your stuff. And then let me hold on to that stuff so that when you lose everything, because this is not a good investment, when you lose everything, I still got stuff that you can have and you won't be cold. That's what this is saying. So watch out for your friends. They make foolish decisions. Don't just say, well, you made your bed, now sleep in it. Do what you can to help them out. So before the bad stuff comes, say, hey, let me hold on to some money for you. That's your money, so that when all of this goes down wrong and you lose everything you got, I still got some that I'll give to you. I'll just keep it safe. Verse 14 says, "He who blesses his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it would be counted as a curse to him." So even though you guys are best friends, if someone's sleeping and they wake you up yelling at you, you're like, come on, leave me alone. And they're like, it's morning, wake up, it's Saturday, good day. It's like, I don't want to wake up, I'm tired. Even though you guys are friends, you're not going to be very friendly at that moment. So those of you who are loud voiced morning people, be gentle with your non-morning friends. Verse 15 says, "A continual dripping on a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike." So just imagine that rainy day and that dripping coming in the house, just all day long. It just gets annoying, it bothers you. Same thing if it's a contentious woman. So yeah, don't get the contentious woman, get the nice ones. "Whoever restrains her restrains the wind and grasps oil with his right hand." So imagine a windy day and you're like, stop wind, and you try to hold back the wind. It doesn't work. Or there's a jar of oil there and you reach into that oil with your right hand and pull it up like, I'm just going to hold all this oil. You can't, it just drips out your hand, you can't hold on to it, it just goes away. Same thing if you're trying to control a contentious woman. But verse 17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend." So just as you take two iron tools to go across each other like this and sharpen them, knocks all the little burrs off of it, in the same way, a guy helps his friend out. And it's, if you're thinking about two swords that you're scraping along each other, it's rough and it's not always the most pleasant, but it's better for the sword. And so you need a friend who's going to tell you the truth. You need a friend who's going to encourage you to stay in the Word, encourage you to pray, encourage you to follow the Lord. And all the times where it's going to be the hardest is actually going to be the best for you. Well, God bless you and have a nice day. See you next time.